Good evening. I'm Anthony Smedley, principal of Angleton High School. Ninth grade parents and students, I want to welcome you with open arms. Here at AHS, you are going to be a part of something special. Each year at Angleton High School, our graduates get accepted into some of the top universities across the country. The senior class typically earns anywhere between $3 and $4 million in scholarships and financial aid. Many of our students go on to play sports at various colleges and universities. We also have students that take classes like ag science, welding, health science, and computer technology. These students learn job skills that will allow them to make a good living wage immediately after high school. You see, the opportunities that you will have here at Angleton High School are endless. I want you to know that I am going to be with you every step of the way to make sure that you have good teachers, good counselors, good assistant principals, and good systems in place so you can be successful over the next 4 years. Our motto here at Angleton High School is above all else, we strive for growth. Let's jump right into the presentation so you can learn about your new and exciting journey.
Here are some names and faces you might want to be familiar with. As wildcats and productive citizens of our community, we need to know where we stand academically. This can assist us in focusing on setting goals and working toward reaching our goals. This journey will not be void of bumps in the road, hard times, disappointments, as well as rewards, lots and lots of celebrations, collaborative learning with a growth mindset, and ultimately, in helping you find your unique identity and pathway to a college, a career, or even the honor of serving in the military. As an Angleton High School freshman, you will be asked this question: where are you now? In the first few days of school, you will be asked to set a few goals. Be thinking about what you may want to work toward as we grow, learn, and inspire dreams to come true at Angleton High School in the coming years. Our commitment to preparing you to become independent at navigating your pathway to success, helping you find your unique future, and creating memories as you go is relentless. Whether we learn remotely or on campus, we will have very high expectations that you work every day toward meeting your gutsy goals. With our guidance and support, that you track and monitor your progress with the tools and strategies provided by AHS teachers and staff, that you display self-control, perseverance, optimism. Watch this short video about mindset.
Did you know there's a powerful relationship between what we believe about how we learn and our actual achievement? Dr. Carol Dweck studies students' beliefs about intelligence. What she found is that students generally hold one of two very different beliefs about intelligence. Some students have what she calls a fixed mindset. This is the belief that intelligence is a fixed trait that doesn't change much. So like eye color, these students believe you're born with a certain amount of intelligence and there's not much you can do to change it. Other students have a very different belief about intelligence. They have a growth mindset. They see intelligence more like a muscle. They understand that when you put in effort, you can get smarter. What we now know from study after study is that the more students have a growth mindset and believe that they can grow their intelligence, the better they do in school. Students with a growth mindset do better in school because they approach learning differently than students with a fixed mindset. For students with a fixed mindset, their goal in school is to show how smart they are, or hide how dumb they think they are. This makes sense, right? If you think you're just born smart or dumb, you want to make sure you show that you are smart. So this makes fixed mindsetters much less likely to ask questions in class or seek out help from peers or teachers, because that would involve showing that they don't know something. Students with a growth mindset, on the other hand, have the goal to learn, so they're more likely to ask a question if they don't understand or to seek out help or try a new strategy if they are struggling. When it comes to the amount of effort you have to put forth, students with a fixed mindset and students with a growth mindset see that differently as well. Those with a fixed mindset actually see effort as proof of low ability. They think that if you have to try hard, that means you aren't very smart. Whereas students with a growth mindset see effort as the way that you get smarter. How students react when they are faced with a challenge or setback in their learning is what really differentiates those with a fixed mindset and those with a growth mindset. Students with a fixed mindset will think that they are not smart and will likely give up on a task. Those with a growth mindset tend to work harder because they see it as an opportunity to learn and grow their intelligence. So if we can all grow our intelligence, are we saying that all students have equal ability? We aren't saying that everyone has the same level of intelligence. Having a growth mindset doesn't mean that you believe everyone has equal ability in every subject matter. It also doesn't mean that we believe some students aren't more talented in certain subjects than others. It means that you believe that no matter where a person is now, they can always improve with effort, good strategies, and help. And that's the number one piece of information you should take away from this lesson. No matter where a person is now, they can always improve with effort, good strategies, and help.
Wildcats, please be prepared every day as you approach challenges with a growth mindset. Help each other out as we learn how to face challenges and difficult circumstances with an attitude of growth. What can I do to prepare for AHS? I'm so glad you asked. Prepare a place at your house to work, a desk, a table, somewhere quiet with few distractions. Use this place whenever working on schoolwork at home. Our scheduled time on campus will change as needed. At some point, you will be doing work from home. Be prepared for success. Think about what goals you want to accomplish. Write them down. Where are you now academically? If you do not know, what question do you need to ask your teachers? As we work toward learning and growing together in 2020 through 2021, we will be here to help you with what's next. Wildcats, upon entering the building, everyone, students and staff, will have to get their temperature checked, be wearing their face coverings, and sanitize their hands. We will prevent anyone who has a fever from entering the building and make the calls home for you to be picked up. The dress code will apply to all face coverings, so no inappropriate images or language will be allowed. Students will head straight to their first period class. Breakfast will be available in grab-and-go bags. Breakfast will be eaten in the first period classrooms. No one will be hanging out in the commons prior to first period. Wildcats, you will still have the normal 5 minutes to transition to your next class. You will be expected to walk on the right side of the hallway and practice social distancing by remaining 6 feet away from others at all times. You will also be expected to keep your face coverings on during the passing period. We will limit the number of students who can be in the restrooms at the same time. Again, everyone needs to be practicing social distancing when moving to your next class. Teachers will be strategically placed throughout each hall to help with social distancing practices. All Wildcats will be expected to wear their face covering during class, both students and staff. Students will need to use the hand sanitizer as soon as they enter the classroom. We will be limiting the number of bathroom passes during instructional time. And again, we will limit the number of students who can be in the restroom at the same time in order to practice social distancing. Upon returning to the classroom from any other location, students need to use the hand sanitizer again. Desks will be placed apart to keep social distancing practices, and most instructional materials will be online via Google. All Wildcats need to bring their fully charged Chromebooks to school every day for instruction. All Wildcats will be eating lunch in the classrooms this year. Students on the first floor will have A lunch, second floor will have B lunch, and third floor will have C lunch. Wildcats can either bring their lunch from home or they can have the lunch provided by the school cafeteria. The cafeteria lunches will be delivered to the classrooms every day. No one will be allowed to drop off lunch for a student, and no Wildcats will be allowed to leave for lunch this school year. At dismissal, we need all Wildcats to exit the building in a timely manner. If we are able to have extracurriculars, students will need to make their way to those locations quickly. Everyone needs to practice social distancing while moving through the hallways. Due to the COVID virus, we will not be able to allow other students to simply wait for their friend. In order to keep everyone at Angleton High School safe, we need all Wildcats to practice these 3 things constantly. We need to practice social distancing, especially in the hallways. We need all Wildcats to wear their face coverings and to wash or sanitize their hands frequently throughout the day. Together, we can make this a great school year, Wildcats. Welcome to the Angleton High School campus. This mini tour will provide you with some basic information on how to get to a few important places on campus. Angleton High School has 3 floors. Navigating the campus so that you can get to class on time seems like it will be a big challenge, but you'll know how to get around in no time. At the front of the school, you'll find the main entrance. Doors open at 7:30 a.m., allowing you to enter the school campus. When you enter the campus, on your right you'll see a temperature scan station. To get your temperature taken, you will need to stand in the box outlined with black tape. You will be scanned and your temperature will show on the display monitor. If you have a temperature, you will be asked some additional health questions. Along with the temperature station, you'll see the main office. This is where all visitors check in, and so will you if you arrive late to school. Once you enter the second set of double doors, you will see the attendance office on your left. If you are absent, you have 48 hours to turn in your excused absence note here, or your absence will be marked unexcused. Excuses can also be emailed or faxed to the attendance clerk, Mrs. Cosme. The fax number is 979-848-9865, and the email address is plcosme@angletonisd.net. Continuing past the attendance office, you will see the Commons area. Current plans are for students to eat their lunches in your classrooms. However, once the COVID-19 restrictions are relaxed or removed, you'll eat lunch in the Commons. This year, there will be no food deliveries. If you don't want to eat the lunch served by the school, that you must bring your own sack lunch. Once again, all lunches will be provided at no cost. The library is located next to the Commons. The librarian, Mrs. LaRoe, was voted as Angleton High School's Teacher of the Year. The library is open during school day, but is occasionally closed when assisting with testing accommodations. Mrs. LaRoe can help you with your library needs and is involved with helping some of the student organizations. Facing the Commons, if you were to walk left, you would find the nurse's office. This is where you will report when you are feeling ill or need to take medication. All medication must be stored in the nurse's office. You are not allowed to keep medication on your person or in your personal belongings. The AP's office is on the first floor and is located down the same hall as the nurse's office. You may be asked to report to the AP's office for various reasons. Some of those reasons may be a dress code violation, a discipline referral, or you might have been a witness to an incident on campus. APs are not just there for disciplinary reasons. They are also there for you to report student concerns related to safety, security, and well-being. Continuing past the AP's office, on your left, you will find a short hall that leads to the counselor's office. Throughout your time at AHS, you will be in the counselor's office for many different reasons. A schedule change, to discuss career pathways, or to discuss personal concerns. This is one of 3 tardy stations. If you are running late to class, you will not be allowed to enter the classroom without a tardy pass. There is 1 tardy station located on each floor. The first floor tardy station is located by the library. The second and third floor tardy stations are located in the middle of the building by the elevator. Try not to be late to class because if you accumulate too many tardies, you will receive a consequence. Because our campus has 3 floors, there's 1 elevator located in the middle of the building. If you do not have an approved medical need, you will receive a discipline referral for being in the elevator. It is important that the elevator stays free and open to those that require it so that they can get to their classes on time. Here's what the first floor of AHS looks like. As you can see, the Commons is located in the middle of the building. B-Wing classes are on the second and third floors and are centrally located. If your schedule says that your first period class is B203, then your class will be located on the second floor and will be toward the middle area of the building. If you have a class that is located in the A-Wing, you will be on the gym side of the building. If you have a class that is located in the C-Wing, you will be on the auditorium side. Most of the fine arts and some of the CTE classes are located on the auditorium side of the building. If you have a class in the H through K wing, you will be on the auditorium side. All Angleton High School students are expected to follow the Angleton Independent School District Student Code of Conduct. This is referred to as the Wildcat Way. To meet the district and campus goal, all students are expected to have 4 or less discipline referrals. After the 3rd discipline referral, a mandatory parent meeting along with the student and assigned assistant principal is held. During the meeting, an intervention plan is developed to promote improvement in the student's behavior. All stakeholders contribute to the plan. Subsequent meetings are held as needed after 5th, 7th, and 9th referrals to update the plan. After the 5th discipline referral, a student may be placed in the MTSS process to receive a multi-tiered system of support. After the 10th referral, a student may receive a CATS, or District Alternative Education Program, placement. PDA is public display of affection and is not permitted at school. Common violations are kissing, hugging inappropriately, and sitting on another student's lap. Tardies occur at the moment the tardy bell rings. Students who are tardy must report directly to the closest tardy station to receive a pass to class. There is 1 tardy station centrally located on each floor. Students who are excessively tardy will receive the following consequences. Tardy 6 to 9 times, 2 days ISS. Tardy 10 to 14 times, 3 days ISS. And tardy 15 and up, a student may receive a CATS placement. A student is considered truant if they are absent from a class or school without parent, guardian, or school permission. Skipping class or school is considered truant. Students must be in school and each class 90% of the time in order to receive class credit. After the third unexcused absence, a mandatory parent meeting along with the student, attendance officer, and assigned assistant principal is held. During the meeting, an intervention plan is developed to promote improvement in the student's truant behavior. All stakeholders contribute to the plan. Subsequent meetings are held as needed after 5th, 7th, and 9th unexcused absences to update the plan. After the 10th occurrence of truancy, the attendance office will file with the courts for parent criminal negligence for failing to require the child to attend school as required by law for 10 or more days or parts of days within a 6-month period in the same school year. Possible consequences can be a fine or jail. Bottom line, attendance matters. It is crucial to your child's learning and academic success. Students shall be dressed and groomed in a manner that is clean and neat, and that will not be a health or safety hazard to themselves or others. The district prohibits any clothing or grooming that, in the principal's judgment, may reasonably be expected to cause disruption of or interference with normal school operations. Avoid clothing that includes images or writing that is offensive or obscene, or that depicts tobacco, alcohol, drugs, or any other prohibited substance. All students must be screened for any of the listed symptoms of the COVID-19 virus before gaining entry into the building. Students who show any of the symptoms are to report to the administrator on duty outside the door. Dress code will also be checked at this time. Additional dress code rules will be applied to face coverings. Students must comply with mask requirements or be picked up from campus within 1 hour of initial refusal. No alteration of masks permitted. Students must bring their Chromebooks to school daily. Remember that IDs must be worn at all times. All tops must have sleeves. No lace or see-through. Undergarments are not to be seen. No cutoff or biking shorts, tights or pajamas. Leggings and jeggings can only be worn with shirts that cover the hips. No shorts or skirts shorter than the width of a dollar bill above the knee. No pants with holes above the knee. No sunglasses or head coverings with religious exception, combs or curlers. This pertains to boys and girls. No slippers, house shoes, or bare feet. Clothing and accessories must not be obscene or depict sex, banned or illegal substances, or guns, weapons, or violence, or satanic cult or gang activities. Avoid extreme hairstyles or colors. No exposed tattoos that are gang-related or offensive. No blankets. Pants must be worn at or below the waist. Shirt tails must not fall below bottom. Remove trench coats or dusters prior to entering the building. Hoodies can only be worn with hoods off. If the principal determines that a student's grooming violates the dress code, the student shall be given an opportunity to correct the problem at school. A student whose clothing violates dress code shall be assigned to in-school suspension for either the remainder of the day or until a parent or designee brings an acceptable change of clothing to the school. Repeated offenses may result in more serious disciplinary action. Cell phone use is not permitted during class. You may use your phone before school, in between classes, at lunch, and after school. Consequences for breaking this policy go from first offense, when the teacher keeps the phone until the end of the class, to the second offense, when the phone is turned in to the AP with parent contact and the student can pick up the phone at the end of the day, to the third offense, when the phone goes to the AP and the parent must pick it up and pay $15. It is an automatic referral when a student refuses to surrender the cell phone. Students will eat lunch in classrooms. Your designated lunch will be determined by your 5th period class. During 5th period, students on the first floor will have A lunch. Students on the second floor will have B lunch. And students on the third floor will have C lunch. Lunch will come to your class, but remember to sanitize your hands prior to eating. Leaving campus for lunch and lunch deliveries will be prohibited. You get to choose between bringing a sack lunch or eating the cafeteria lunch. When possible, remain 6 feet away from each other while eating lunch. Be prepared to have physical barriers between desks if needed. A face covering is not required while eating as long as you remain 6 feet apart, but it must be worn when you move around the room. You'll dispose of your trash near the end of the period. There is to be no sharing of food or drinks with anyone. Trash will be deposited in the large trash bags provided to the teachers, and those trash bags will be tied and placed outside the classroom. There are many people that work together in the counselor's office at Angleton High School. Bobby Adamson is the lead counselor, and Ms. Goldman is the 9th grade counselor. She will stay with you throughout high school and advance to the next grade with you each year. Ms. McWilliams, Ms. Ramirez, and Ms. O'Hara are the 10th, 11th, and 12th grade counselors respectively. In addition, we have Ms. Dodge as the dual credit counselor. She helps students who are taking courses at Brazosport College. Ms. Franks Carter is our social worker. We will talk more about what she has to offer later in the presentation. Our support staff consists of Ms. Magoo, Ms. Martinez, and Ms. Smith. There are many ways that the counselor's office can help you. Ms. Goldman is available to help remove barriers that get in the way of you being successful here at Angleton High School. For example, she is available for academic support, including graduation requirements, schedules, tips for being successful, help with a class, or records. You may also come to the counselor's office for your social, emotional needs, and for college and career questions. Credits are very important in high school. Credits are how you advance from one grade level to the next. You earn a half credit for each class, for which you earn at least a 70 each semester. If you pass all of your classes, you will earn 8 credits by the end of the school year. Many of you earned several credits while in junior high. You need at least 6 credits to advance to your sophomore year, at least 12 credits to advance to your junior year, and at least 19 credits to advance to your senior year. A student is required to have at least 26 credits to graduate. Let's see what those 26 credits must consist of. The following courses are required for graduation based on the AISD graduation plan for incoming 9th graders. 4 credits in English Language Arts, 4 credits in Math. Algebra 2 is required for Distinguished Achievement. 4 credits in Social Studies, including U.S. History, Government, and Economics. 4 credits in Science, 2 credits of the same language other than English, 1 credit of PE, 1 credit of Fine Arts, 6 state elective credits. Endorsements consist of related series of courses that are grouped together by interest or skill set. They provide students with in-depth knowledge of a subject area. Students must select an endorsement in the 9th grade. Students must earn at least 1 endorsement from the following: Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, Business and Industry, Public Service, Arts and Humanities, or Multidisciplinary Studies. In high school, the STAR tests are subject-specific and are called end-of-course tests. For graduation, students must pass the end-of-course test for English 1, English 2, Biology, Algebra 1, and U.S. History. Schedules will be released in Skyward this year. Ms. Goldman and Mr. Adamson met with each 8th grade student in February to choose courses. The master schedule is built off of these course requests. For this reason, schedule changes will only be made for the following reasons: if a student is placed in a course for which they already have credit, if a student needs to change levels, for example from pre-AP to regular, if there is a conflict where 2 courses meet at the same time. In this case, you may need to choose a different elective. Transcripts are a record of courses for which you have received credit, your class rank, and your EOC requirements. Transcripts are updated at the end of each semester and posted to Skyward. 9th graders do not receive their first GPA rank until after they have completed their 9th grade year. GPA and rank include all coursework taken starting in the summer before 9th grade. GPA is unweighted, while rank is not. For more information, please refer to the Curriculum and Resource Guide available on the Angleton ISD website. Why are we already bringing up GPA and rank when you don't even have any grades yet? GPA and rank are important for applying and being accepted into college. Any student who graduates in the top 10% of his or her class and completed the distinguished level of achievement under the Foundation High School program has automatic admission to any Texas public four-year college or university. Unless they are applying to the University of Texas at Austin, then they must graduate in the top 6%. If you are not in the top 10%, rank still matters. The higher you rank, the lower the score you may need on your SAT or ACT. The lower your rank, the higher the score you may need on the SAT or ACT. Mrs. Goldman and Ms. Franks Carter are both available to help you work through any social and emotional issues that occur. Are you having trouble with your friends or your boyfriend or girlfriend? Are you struggling with an issue that is going on at home? Are you feeling stressed or anxious? Are you feeling sad and you can't seem to focus? Ms. Goldman can help you try and find a solution. If you are wondering how the social worker can help, they can assist with emergency situations and be someone you can talk with if you need support. Some examples of things you might need help with include needing food for your family, needing help with a problem at home, needing help with finding community resources, or someone to talk to on a regular basis. Ms. Goldman will refer you to Ms. Franks Carter if you are needing help with any of these issues. It is never too early to start thinking about your future. Angleton ISD introduced a program called Naviance to students last year. Ninth graders are going to continue using Naviance this year. Ms. Goldman and Dr. Scruggs will be working with your teachers to provide one lesson per 9 weeks. First, you will be putting your 4-year plan into Naviance. This is considered a working document and will change over time. There are many different ways to start planning for your future. You can start by finding out what career might match with your current interests using a career inventory. Naviance has several different ways to explore different careers. You may also speak with Ms. Goldman at any time if you need more ideas or further assistance. For graduation, Texas not only ensures that you meet certain requirements for the courses you take and the EOC tests that you pass, they also want to ensure that the high school is preparing each student for your post-secondary plans. That could be college, a career, or the military. To be college ready, a student may take a certain number of dual credit courses that count for both high school and college credit. Score a 3 or higher on an AP exam, which earns college credit, or meet requirements for the TSI, SAT, or ACT exams. To be career ready, a student can earn a certain endorsement and an industry certificate that goes along with a particular pathway. In addition, at any point in your high school career, students can meet with recruiters from the various branches of the military here on campus. Here are some final tips from Ms. Goldman for making a smooth transition from the junior high to the high school. First, don't be afraid to ask for help. And don't wait until you are so far behind that you don't see a way out of a situation. Learn how to take good notes. Even if we continue to go to school online only, note-taking skills are very important. Communicate with your teachers. Be an advocate for yourself. Plan ahead. Make sure you know when your assignments are due and when you need to study for a quiz or test. Of course, being organized makes all the difference. Finally, your learning must be active. You must engage with each class in order to learn. To contact Ms. Goldman when you need help, you may email her at ygoldman@angletonisd.net or call her at 979-997-7224. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, our student organizations will not be able to participate in some events that they normally would. Don't let this discourage you from joining because you will still be able to participate. You will be able to make an impact on your chosen organization. You will meet other like-minded students, and you just might have some fun along the way. Let's take a look at the organizations that freshmen can join. Student Council is a group of elected and volunteer students working together to provide a means for student expression and assistance in school affairs and activities, to give opportunities for students to experience leadership and encourage student-faculty community relations. Through projects and activities, Student Council works to promote citizenship, scholarship, leadership, human relations, and cultural values. The Student Council sponsor is Mrs. Holt in room A306. Meeting times will be announced at a later date. Robotics Club is a student-led organization. We have participated in robotics competitions using robots that our students have built with the guidance of coaches and adult mentors. Our robotics labs include the fabrication and assembly equipment. Come learn how robots work and learn how to build them. More information and meeting times will be announced at the end of August. The Robotics Club sponsor is Mr. Saxton, located in room C309. Justice League is offered to any student enrolled in AHS. The students perform community services such as passing out flags for the Brazoria County Fair Parade, face painting for various organizations throughout the county, provide Easter baskets to all students enrolled in Head Start at the Angleton location, volunteer with CPS Brazoria County Alliance for the Children, Heart of Christmas Festival, Trunk or Treat, Christmas greeting cards for the nursing homes and healthcare facilities in Angleton, and others as requested. The student must maintain his or her grades as we are under UIL guidelines. Dues are assessed each year. If a student is active in the organization for 2 years, he or she is eligible to receive a letter jacket. The Interact Club is a student organization that promotes service to the school and community. While Interact has several volunteer opportunities, their most famous community giveback is the annual Trunk or Treat every October. In FFA, you can participate as much as you want and make friends across Texas. Find your home in agriculture. Skills USA Texas is a partnership of students, teachers, and industry working together to ensure America has a skilled workforce. Skills USA helps each student excel in leadership skills, technical and engineering skills, STEM, and occupationally related skills. All students in career and technical education programs are eligible for membership. Join Speech and Drama and challenge yourself as a communicator, a public speaker, and as a creative artist. In the Skills USA AV Production Club, you can meet up with fellow artists and technicians. Together, you can expand your skills and your creative expression. Come together and shoot your videos or short films. Sign up to compete at district, aim high for state or national competitions. Choir provides you the opportunity for voice and technical training with various concerts throughout the year. To be in athletics, you must have a physical on file with the athletic trainer, and parents must complete forms in sportswear. Football and volleyball begin before school starts. Next opportunity will be in the spring to get into the off-season. For more information and who to contact, reach out to Coach Rubio at crubio@angletonisd.net. In girls athletics, your choices include tennis, cross country, basketball and softball, soccer, swimming and water polo, track, athletic training, and golf. And boys athletics includes tennis, cross country, basketball, soccer, swimming and water polo, golf, track, baseball, and athletic training.
I'm so glad that you were able to join in with us. We hope this presentation was helpful. If you missed something, feel free to watch the video as many times as you'd like. We've also created a frequently asked questions page that will help you quickly answer any general questions that you may have. If you require further information, feel free to give us a call, 979-864-8001. You can also submit a question by clicking on a link to a form at the end of this video. We will get your questions answered as soon as possible. As soon as we look forward to seeing you, thank you, and let's go Wildcats.